Shri Sai Satcharita, Chapter 36, Part 1. Wonderful Stories of First, Two Goa Gentlemen, Second, Mrs. Aurangabadkar. This chapter relates the wonderful stories of two gentlemen from Goa and Mrs. Aurangabadkar of Solapur. First, two gentlemen. Once, two gentlemen came from Goa for taking darshan of Sai Baba and prostrated themselves before him. Though both came together, Baba asked only one of them to give him rupees 15 as dakshina, which was paid willingly. The other man voluntarily offered rupees 35, which was rejected by Baba. To the astonishment of all, Shama, who was present, asked Baba, "What is this? Both came together. One's dakshina you accept, the others, though voluntarily paid, you refuse. Why this discrimination?" Baba replied, "Shama, you know nothing. I take nothing from anybody. The Masjid Mai, the presiding deity of the masjid, calls for the debt. The donor pays it and becomes free. Have I any home, property, or family to look after? I require nothing. I am ever free. Debt, enmity, and murder have to be atoned for, as there is no escape from them." Baba then continued in his characteristic way as follows. At first, he was poor and took a vow to his God that he would pay his monthly first month's salary if he get a job. He got one for rupees 15 per month. Then he steadily got promotions. From rupees 15, he got rupees 30, 60, 100, 200, and ultimately rupees 700 per month. But in his prosperity, he forgot completely the vow he took. The force of his karma has driven him here and asked that amount rupees 15 from him as dakshina. Another story. While wandering by the seaside, I came to a huge mansion and sat in its veranda. The Brahmin owner gave me a good reception and fed me sumptuously. He showed me a neat and clean place near a cupboard for sleeping. I slept there. When I was sound asleep, the men removed a laterite slab and broke the wall, crept in and scissored off all the money from my pocket. When I woke up, I found that rupees 30,000 were stolen. I was greatly distressed and sat weeping and moaning. The money was in currency notes, and I thought that the Brahmin had stolen it. I just lost all interest in food and drink and sat for a fortnight in the veranda, bemoaning my loss. After the fortnight was over, a passing fakir saw me crying and made inquiries regarding the cause of my sorrow. I told him everything. He said, "If you act accordingly to my bidding, you will recover your money. Go to a fakir, I shall give his whereabouts, surrender yourself to him. He will get your money back. In the meanwhile, give up your favorite food till you recover your money." I followed the fakir's advice and got my money. Then I went to the seashore where a steamer was standing, but I could not get into it as it was overcrowded. There, a good natured peon interacted for me and I got in luckily. That brought me to another shore from where I caught a train and came to the Masjid Mai. The story finished and Baba asked Shama to take the guests and arrange for their feeding. Then Shama took them home and fed them. At dinner, Shama said to the guests that Baba's story was rather mysterious, as he had never gone to the seaside, never had any money, rupees 30,000, never travelled, never lost any money, and never recovered it, and inquired from them whether they understood it and caught its significance. The guests were deeply moved and were shedding tears. In a choked voice, they said that Baba was omniscient, infinite, the Supreme One, Param Brahma, without a second. The story he gave out is exactly our story. What he spoke has already taken place in our case. How he knew this is a wonder of wonders. We shall give all the details after the meals. Then, after the meals, when they were chewing better leaves, the guests began to tell their stories. One of them said, "A hill station on the Ghats is my native place. I went to Goa to earn my living by securing a job. I took a vow to God Datta that if I got a job, I would offer him my first month's salary. By his grace, I got a job of rupees 15, and then I got promotions as described by Baba. I did forget all my woe. Baba has just reminded me of it in this way and recovered rupees 15 from me. It is not dakshina as one may think it to be, but a repayment of an old debt and fulfillment of long forgotten woe."